Welcome to the Women in Business Collective, where we talk with exceptional leaders about tackling the challenges that women face on their journey to the top. These are the things I've been working with women on for the last 18 years. I'm Susan Barancini-Moe, and I love this show because it lets me share extraordinary women like the women I talk to every day with you. My guest today is Nancy Medoff. She's the Vice President of Global Sales for BCD Meetings and Events. She's an awesome, innovative hospitality executive, best known for developing high-performing sales teams and industry leaders. She loves travel. She's a fitness ninja. She's a two-time marathoner and an avid SoulCycle enthusiast who views life as an ongoing journey to refine your personal brand, pursue your passions, and pay it forward. I love all of that. Hi, Nancy. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm very, very excited to be here today.
Well, we are excited to have you. So let's talk about the journey. How did you get where you are today? What do you do? Where do you work? Tell us the whole story.
Sure. Well, I have been in the hospitality business for going on 30 years, I think. And how I got to where I am today has really just been a series of calculated risk taking. And early on in my career, I realized that no one was really going to tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, we have a great job for you, and that I needed to probably figure that out myself, and then raise my hand and do the work ahead of time and talk to the people who I wanted to emulate and talk to some of my role models and really just take control of my journey. And it wasn't really because I wanted to get somewhere. It was just because I knew I wanted to keep moving forward.
Yes. See, there you go. High performer language right there. People pay attention. And I think we lost Nancy a little bit. I hope you're coming back, Nancy.
Here I am. Can you see me? Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
And preparing for the unexpected. Right. And being ready
live
for the
shows. Yeah, live
right.
shows. Well, let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you faced as you got to where you are today. What are some of the things that came up for you?
Yeah, I think that what came up for me and what, if I'm being completely honest, continues to come up for me is the desire to be 100% prepared and buttoned up and have all the answers in any given situation, which I'm sure a lot of the viewers have felt the same or feel the same. I know with my colleagues and my friends and my personal board of directors, we all feel the same way. And I remember a long time ago, I was interviewing for a job that was a bit of a leap. And the person doing the interview, I was very fortunate. She knew me well. And I said, what do you think my challenges will be if I'm given this role? And she said, you need to understand that you're not always going to have the answers, and you need to prepare yourself for that, because if you don't, you're going to get shook and you're going to get thrown. And just trust your instincts. You've earned your spot here. You're very qualified. You're not going to have the answers 100% of the time. Just trust your instincts and you'll make good decisions. And it was really more about trusting my own decisions. And that was incredibly helpful advice. I use it to this day. I remember exactly where I was when I received it. And I try to share that and share that advice with others as well.
I love that advice when you get that at a pivotal moment and you remember where you were when it happened. You carry it with you. Yeah. That's so important. Well, let's talk a little bit. It's a great segue. Let's talk a little bit more about advice.
Sure.
What other advice do you have for the professional women who might be watching today?
So my number one piece of advice is to find a team of what I call them my personal board of directors. Some people call them other things. It's a pretty common, but I don't think it's used enough practice. And these are people who know you and know you well, and aren't afraid to tell you or share constructive feedback with you, and people who aren't necessarily in your current organization. So I was faced with a career change about a year and a half ago, and I called on this board of directors, and it's about 4 or 5 people, male and female, who've known me a long time, and just really their role was to just validate where I thought I should go, knowing what they know about me and knowing what they know about how I work and where they think that I would be happy. So that's one piece of advice. I have some more if you're ready, or did you want to follow up some more on that one?
Go for it. More, yes. I mean, I think that's a really interesting one, and right. I think one that we don't make enough use of for sure.
Right. The other thing I would say is I spent a lot of time trying to overcome my weaknesses, right? My perceived weaknesses or areas where I wasn't strong. And I'm not minimizing that. I think it's important to make sure you're a well-rounded individual. But a long time ago, I learned that I should really just leverage my strengths and figure out what I'm really, really good at and what comes natural to me, and not be ashamed to share that, hey, this comes natural for me. This is something that's easy for me, not as easy for others, and to really continue to leverage that and continue to hone those skills and build those skills. Because if it's something you're good at, it's probably something you're passionate about. And if it's something you're passionate about, you're going to be good at it, and people are going to gravitate towards that, and they're going to want you to continue doing that. So that was a big time saver, a lot of angst saver. I'm never going to be good at spreadsheets, ever, ever. Never going to be good at it, ever. I can get by as I should, and but really it's the other areas and spending the time developing those areas.
I'll help you with the spreadsheet.
Thank you. Thank you. I would appreciate that, because I'm not good at them.
I love spreadsheets.
Yeah, not me.
It's weird. I live for a good spreadsheet. I don't know why.
Really?
Well, I know I do. I use them for everything. I use them for planning, scheduling. It's ridiculous how much I use spreadsheets.
I'm old fashioned. I use the
not healthy
list. Right. Yeah.
Oh, I use lists too, but spreadsheets are my friend. Well, All right. So great advice, great story. Where can people find you?
So you can find me 2 places. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Facebook, and you can find me I have a boutique consulting firm where I also do some personal coaching, and that's athenawise.com. So it's nancy.medoff@athenawise.com. Or LinkedIn's probably the easiest. It's just Nancy Medoff, and I'm usually on there all day long, and that's where they can find me.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
You bet. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. That is it for today, my friends.
Okay.
We have come to the end of our journey. I'm Susan Baroncini-Moe, and this has been the Women in Business Collective show. I do these shows a lot of weekdays, usually at 10:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, depending on the schedules of our guests. If you think you might be a great guest for the show, or someone who would be, just visit us at womeninbusinesscollective.com to learn more about how you can apply. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.